Alright, all you insomniacs and streetlight crusaders out there tonight, welcome back to the Tuesday night special. And 3 things we completely forgot about and we should mention right now in the show, folks. 1, that song that we couldn't remember during the review was actually by the Simple Minds called Don't You Forget About Me. Secondly, we just realized now, since we're doing shows through the month of May, that the next show we're gonna have is Cinco de Mayo based, and we really need to pick up on our Spanish. And lastly, we forgot to give Dan the Weatherman Stu back his keys and cane. So how in the world was he able to make it home? Oh, apparently according to the maestro, with his spare keys in the car as he drove through the night. So, just leave his stuff on the hook and hopefully he comes back for it by tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow afternoon, I don't know. We're gonna probably be asleep all throughout the day after this show, seeing how late it is. But besides that, folks, and seeing the fact that our sleep cycles have always been broken for well over 6 years, I think it's time for us to go into one of our favorite parts of this show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Indy Report, which is me giving you guys 2 news stories followed up by local concert information from local artists performing in a local area live near you. And in our first news story, and a news straight from 2K Games, for you fans out there who are upset about the fact that they're not coming out with a WWE 2K21 title for this year, fear not, because they've decided to come out with a game known as Battlegrounds. Yes, that's right, folks, a game named after a failed pay-per-view that only had 2 moments on it, including one where Seth Rollins fought against Brock Lesnar, only for Undertaker to come out and chokeslam him by the end of that main event match for the WWE Championship. Actually involves it being a game that reminds me a lot of WWE All-Stars. So technically, this is the closest thing we're gonna get to an all-star sequel, and it's being developed by none other than Saber Interactive, the makers of the game known as NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. So I find it funny that the game is called Battlegrounds, seeing the fact that it's made by the company who made Playgrounds of the NBA variety. And during the trailer, folks, it featured not only The Rock actually throwing John Cena to a gator, but a whole bunch of other crazy things that I got a feeling that New Legacy Inc. is gonna love and figure out a way how to break within the first week of playing it. And for any of you out there who wants to check out the trailer for this said game, you can head on over to the website only known as WWE 2K, or head on over to their Twitter page known as WWE Games, or even head on over to the website known as GameInformer.com to check out this wrestling shenanigan type game for yourselves. That will be coming out this fall as of 2020, with no confirmed release date just yet, but I got a feeling it's going to be somewhere in October, probably November with their track records. And in other news, and news that caught me out of left field thanks to the PR department telling me about this during the outro of Under the Radar for this week, for you Looney Tune fans out there, it looks like they're coming out with another version of Looney Tunes known as Looney Tunes Cartoons, which is a new series that will be coming out on May 27th on HBO Max. And thus far, after watching the trailer for this brand new version of Looney Tunes, I love it already. Because not only did it feature Porky Pig having enough of Donald Duck's crap, or Daffy Duck, why'd I say Donald? It also featured Bugs Bunny battling against his greatest nemesis outside of Elmer Fudd in the form of Yosemite Sam overriding an amusement park ride. So yeah, with the trailer that they've shown so far, I'm already excited for it. And to make things even better, folks, the Looney Tune Cartoons episodes will feature 80-minute episodes with a whole bunch of different Looney Tunes featured during it, including the likes of Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, and I do believe the monster that I keep forgetting the name of. What is it called? It's not Herman Monster. I'm thinking of a different show, but it's that giant monster that's called, oh yeah, Gossamer. Gossamer, the giant oversized monster, will be featured during this show as well. So, does this mean they'll eventually come up with another Quackbusters for Daffy Duck? I don't know, but I would love to see it if they do. And if any of you out there want to check out this cool trailer for this show that will be coming out as of next month, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as HBO Max to check it out for yourselves. And with those news stories out of the way, folks, we now head directly into the concert information, and we kick things off with Wednesday, April 29th, and the first band that we have up is Jason Ager, who's going to be performing at the Carolina Blue in Pittman, New Jersey at 6 p.m. You can also see Dan Barry, who's going to be performing at the Mad Batter in Cape May, New Jersey at 7 p.m. You also have F-Rat, who's going to be performing at the F-Rat's Home Anywhere, New Jersey at 7 p.m. So I guess it's an online performance that's going to take place at 7. Nice! But besides that online performance, folks, you also have John Convano, who's going to be performing at the American Spirits Roadhouse in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 8 p.m. And to finally wrap it up for Wednesday night, almost forgot what night it was because of how late it is, you can see the Random Test Reggae Band, who's going to be performing at the Jamaican's Food and Drink in Red Bank, New Jersey at 9 p.m. And on Thursday, April 30th, you can see these following bands performing in a local area live near you. Nancy Malcoon is going to be performing at the Boiler Room at Congress Hall in Cape May, New Jersey at 5 p.m. Chris Yoder is going to be performing at the Crap Trap in Somers Point, New Jersey at 6 p.m. Les DeRose is going to be performing at the Oyster Bay Restaurant and Bar in Cape May, New Jersey at 6 p.m. Charmer, nice band name, is going to be performing at the Bond Street Bar in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. And here's hoping at that bar they have that 007 gun eye there that they have for all of those openings for the James Bond films actually up above the bar itself. Or that's how I think it would be. You know, with James Bond music playing all the time in the club, and all of a sudden you see somebody come up dressed as James Bond asking for a martini, shaken but not stirred. But before we go any further off track, folks, the next band we have up is Ann Wilson, who's going to be performing at the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Inglewood, New Jersey at 7 p.m. April, May, and June, or April, May, and the June Bugs, is all going to be performing at the April, May, and Catfish Dave live stream performance from their bungalow in Morristown, Leona, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Paul J. Bacchus is going to be performing at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. And to finally wrap it up for Thursday night, you can see the Juliana Theory and the Carousel Kings, who's going to be performing at the Anchor Rock Club in Atlantic City, New Jersey at 9 p.m. And for Tuesday for next week, which is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, you can see these following bands performing in a local area near you live. Stephanie Wemble is going to be performing at the Django A Go-Go 2020 the Django Experiment in Maplewood, New Jersey. At 8 a.m., Crispy is going to be performing at the Captain's Corner in Woodbury, New Jersey. At 4 p.m., the band with no name, but still what a place to perform, is gonna be performing at the Tribe Lounge in East Orange, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., Eric Hutchinson is gonna be performing at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., Solomon J is gonna be performing at the Resorts Casino Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., Carling is gonna be performing at the Moore Barnes Studio in Stockton, New Jersey. At 8 p.m., and to finally wrap it up for Tuesday for next week and all the bands we're gonna mention for this week, you can see DJ Remixer JRS, who's gonna be performing at the Lit 21 in Newark, New Jersey at 8 p.m. And if you guys want to check out the complete list of bands that we couldn't list during this very broadcast, and trust me folks, there were a lot of them, you can head on over to ReverbNation.com to check out the complete list of bands that we couldn't list during this very broadcast. And like I say at the end of all of these skits, go out there, support your local artists, and see these guys perform live or via satellite if you're still under quarantine like most of us, and trust me, they'll love you for it. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into the music, and when we return, we'll be back with another great moment in wrestling history right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.